Hi, guys. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm Dr. Liz, and we are going to be getting started as soon as I connect us up with Facebook Live. So, how are you doing? And thank you so much for joining me, joining us. I am so excited that we are here on day 3. So, day 3, here we go. And we are going to spend some wonderful time on how to be single and mingle and actually have an awesome time while it's happening. Okay. So what do I mean by that? All right, here we are on day 3. We've been talking about setting the mood, clearing space for fun, right? Getting that deep dive into our head by getting outside of our head, getting outside of our home, looking at trying to be mindful and be very deliberate, intentional on what you want your holiday to look like. So, day 3, creating new traditions that have you ready for the new year and new love. All right, what do I mean by that? I mean, this holiday is yours too, right? It is yours. And I want you to enjoy it and play with it and get creative, break with the rut, break with the routines, because that's all about of kind of restyling who we are, how we are, and discovering a little bit more about ourselves. So my hope and wish for you, for all of you, is that you remain front and center in your life. You're strong, you're powerful, you are smart, and maybe you don't even recognize just how smart, strong, and powerful you are. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be having you identify and capture the things that you need to really step into all that you're worth and all that you bring to the table and have an awesome time for this holiday season, the new year, and your new love. So remaining front and center is important. You choose, you have opinions, you count, your vote counts. There's no shrinking allowed here. All right, it's for the brave. And I know you're there. So what are some of the new traditions that you may want to explore? Maybe there's a holiday movie that you just love. Maybe it's kind of a little corny even. I mean, I just finished watching The Holiday on one of my airline trips, and it was great. I think I've seen that so many times, and I still love it. Maybe you have something like The Home Alone. I don't know. It can be corny, it can be romantic, it can be completely off the holiday topic. It's okay. Break out your favorite movies, binge it, binge watch, play those Christmas songs that bring up warm memories, or the ones at least that you can remember the lyrics to. That's like me, and they're fun. All right, you're starting to up your energy. You're starting to pay attention to what you like, what you enjoy. Right. So some people say, I'm not a fan of that holiday music, holiday movies. In fact, I hate when it starts playing on the radio at endless loops. Okay, that's all right. It's okay. There's something for everybody here. So it's no problem. It's your holiday season. So turn off the holiday music. Choose what you want to watch. Choose what you want to listen to. Grab that great book or the podcast or the whatever that you want to maybe catch up on or listen to. It's here for you to lighten up your world. You get to be the trendsetter. You get to create your own holiday style. All right. Yeah. Party of one. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Please, please, please don't just grab some frozen meal and stick it into the microwave because there's only party of one. All right. Create a holiday meal that you want. Grab the favorites that you like. Hire a friend or a chef to create that holiday meal. I mean, out here we have HEB, and you can just pretty much get an entire meal. You can get an entire holiday meal that you want. Maybe you want to break with tradition there and you don't want the typical holiday meal. Maybe you want lasagna, or I don't know, spaghetti or tamales. Well, tamales also kind of traditional around here. Doesn't matter. Party of one, you get to create the holiday dish that you want. I want you to make it special. I want you to go all out for you. So do it. Have a party spread out. Maybe you pull out some special dishes. Maybe you use paper plates because you are the cook and the cleanup crew and you don't want to mess. That's okay. Enjoy it, nibble, relax, but pamper yourself. Please yourself. Do not make it just, oh, it's just me. I'll just kind of, get by. Maybe you don't need to be just a party of one. Maybe you've created this really cool meal, or if you experimented with something and you know other people that might be able to enjoy the meal, or you might have some friends or some family members, even a neighbor. Feel free to invite them over for casual and tasty get together. Again, we're not talking formal, we're not talking fancy, we're not talking expensive, we're talking fun. You can even invite them. Lots of people have like a kind of a potluck or bring something to contribute, and it's just kind of like a surprise meal. People bring all sorts of stuff like, oh, wow, okay, well, we have brownies, cookies, potato chips, dips. Oh, thank goodness someone brought a casserole. Who cares? It's fun. You guys are here to be fun. Maybe you've been really, really busy and you do have good, supportive, fun family and friends in your life. Why not set up a time to catch up with them on FaceTime or video chat? Or maybe they're kind of long distance and you have always enjoyed a certain game together, right? So put out a holiday, let's play this online game, or let's play remote bingo, or whatever it might be. Maybe you Zoom a bunch of family members and everybody's our friends and all the people are remote, but you have a great hanging out time. People grab their beverages, their food items, and we chat, connect, laugh, relax together. It's all about creativity. It's all about using technology to connect with the people that you want, right? The people that you want. It's always so important, right? So maybe you just had enough of wherever you're at, okay? Maybe you just want a change of pace, a change of scene. You can't go through one more same old holiday. Why don't you escape? Why don't you go away for the holidays? Maybe it's start that new tradition where you pick a spot, a random spot, or someplace that you've always wanted to go. Kind of get you a break from the red and green theme. At least that's a color scheme in our house. And you book a nice getaway or an Airbnb that's in a few towns over. You don't have to go far, but you just want to maybe break the pace, break the routine. Anyway, something to think about. You don't always have to put up the tree or light the certain candles or put the lights on your house. You can do what you'd like, and maybe it makes sense to just get away. All right. So we're also we're setting new traditions, we're finding out what we want to do for fun, and we're enjoying ourselves. We need to change our mindset. Yeah. Well, one of the quickest, fastest ways is clearing out the clutter. Yep, you do that. Mindfulness there. Pick a time and pick a closet, pick a kitchen drawer, or your car. Cars are huge. Oh my goodness, for ladies, clean out your purse, organize it. Because oftentimes our cars, our purses, our closets, our drawers are a reflection of how much stuff we have going on in our head and our brain and our life that isn't serving us. In fact, all that is bringing us down, depressing us, making us feel stressed or disorganized or whatever. So clear out the clutter, sets the mood for the next step. Clearing out your closets, your kitchen, your car, you're setting the mood, you're creating a space to welcome the new year, a new love in your life, a new mindset. You're having space to de-stress, right? Maybe it's you're welcoming a new job or a new career path. It's all part of this. So let's get the clutter out visually, and let's get the clutter out of our head. And how else are we going to do that? We're going to start dreaming forward. Maybe some of you are into making vision boards. Maybe you get a bunch of your friends on a Zoom and everybody makes a vision board. You want to somehow have a reminder. You want to dream forward and think about what are the things that I really, really want. Think about brainstorming. If there were no no's, what would my life look like? What drives me? What fills me up? Many of you in the corporate world or business world, we do these brainstorming exercises where there are no bad ideas. Here's the thing, just start throwing it on the board. And then from there, we're going to sort, keep, toss, and then that's what I want you to do. Just brainstorm it, throw it onto your vision board. List the must-haves in your life. These are non-negotiables. Smart, powerful, single ladies like you have non-negotiables and you know them and you stick with them. And that happens for whether it's career, dating, or the holidays, right? On your vision board, you also want to be thinking, or your must-haves and non-negotiables, you want to think about what potential partners, who have I been dating, and I don't go down miserable memory lane, but use it as a way to bounce off of, to say, that's not happening again, and put those down. Those are your non-negotiables. Because now you're starting to build your list that keeps you focused and clear as when you're ready, if you want to, step back into the dating world. All right. Or maybe it helps you kind of look at who you're currently sort of with or really with. Which brings me back to the dating world, right? We're clearing out the clutter. We're having ourselves dream forward. Maybe we need to look at what's on our phone. Are we bogging ourselves down with too much social media, too much compare and contrast ourselves and them? Do we have too many dating apps on the phone? Or are there misses in your current lineup of dating possibilities? Are the folks that you've been swiping or saying yes or starting to say really not panning out, really not measuring up to who you know you want, you desire, and you deserve? Well, what about if you just deleted them, the apps? Okay. What if you just cleared out the lineup of the ones that were possible? What if you stopped chasing them? Why aren't they responding? They haven't texted me. They haven't texted me. Oh, that was a good text. That was an inappropriate text. Ooh, no, that's I don't want to see that video text. Huh? What if you stop waiting on them to show up? And that takes some power, that takes some oomph. Just say, I'm done with this process right now. I'm pausing it. You can always go back to it. When you come back, maybe you'll be in a stronger, more powerful, clear mindset for yourself. Okay? Just take a holiday hiatus on that one. Speaking of a holiday hiatus, let's get zen, right? Let's get zen with ourselves. We need to really, really, really focus on our mind, fill our mind with compliments about ourselves, noticing our strengths. What do I do great? All right. Let's flip it. Instead of pointing out all the flaws, which tends to happen when we're really getting kind of like Debbie Downers on ourselves, we have such critics that run in our head. Let's focus on our strengths. Let's compliment ourselves. Gee, I love the way your hair looks today. Wow, you made a great meal. I'm really proud of you. You're getting up and going out and whatever it might be. you're doing things that takes you out of your comfort zone. And one of those things I've noticed for so many ladies is it's hard to accept compliments. Sometimes we might go like, oh, that's nothing. Even to ourselves, that's no big deal. Or we forget those huge milestones, those wins. You know, I dropped 10 pounds. I got a promotion. I nailed the interview. I helped a kid in school with his math, and he's like, the light bulb went on, and I got this cute little note. And we forget about that, like that gets just dropped in the clutter of every day, every day, every day. So I want you to stop and really focus in and remember the things that you do well, the people in the world have told you. I want you to focus on them. I want you to only collect strengths. Don't collect the criticism. Remember your strengths, right? When along with that comes stepping into the calm and the certainty. This is your mantra, guys. I am more than enough. I am choosing my life on my terms. I will choose the people. I will choose my careers, my activities. I will choose my partner, my future spouse on my terms. And I'm more than enough, and I make good decisions. Right? Something like that. It's your mantra, so you get to customize it, but you get the gist, right? I think I talked about gratitude before, right? And you hear a lot about how giving really kind of gets you out of yourself and has you feeling better, has you focusing on other people's needs. And I really want you to embrace and enjoy that. But if you're a person that tends to overgive and give too much or give till it breaks the bank, give to other people but deny you, then you got to go on this one really carefully and mindfully. So focus on the things that are great in your life, focus on the people, focus on the beautiful sky or the great temperature or the luxuries that you have. And when you do that, when you're doing that, I also want to encourage you to maybe look at random acts of kindness to strangers, to people that there are no strings attached. And you pick something that creatively allows you to feel good about making somebody else's world better. And random acts of kindness can be a smile, a compliment. God, you look so great. Or man, maybe there's somebody that's at the market, and you know how they have to do those chefs and they cook all the food and then you get to taste it. This tastes really good. I love it. Or I like how I like how you are design the window. You can walk anywhere in the world and give people free random acts of kindness and a compliment or an acknowledgement of what they've done. So surprise someone in the grocery line if you want. If you have a little extra money, you want to drop something special in them. Creating gift bags for homeless folks and their pets, or maybe you join one of your Facebook groups and where you see a family in need and you're able to donate or provide one thing. That's cool. Again, don't break your bank. I have a personal client, and she's such a doll. Very, very creative, very, very kind. A couple of years ago, she started creating her own tradition that starts with Thanksgiving and continues through the end of Christmas. But she collects things from the dollar stores and the little samples and things and from the pet store at all. And she creates little gift bags for homeless folks, plus their critters, plus their animals. And so she has them all collected up over a course of a time. And then, in fact, and then drives. So hey, like she's going to go out on Thanksgiving, and she makes her drops at different places, and she does the same thing, several days around Christmas. Again, she's always safe. She doesn't keep herself, in trouble. But they're very, very thoughtful, and they have little luxury items or something maybe you wouldn't be able to get if you were in that kind of situation. And so what she was telling me that one time for one Thanksgiving, so she's going to pick up her father and stepmom, and they're driving to a sister's house because she's the chauffeur, right? And so she tells him ahead of time, hey, Dad and stepmom, we're gonna along the route, I'm going to be stopping in these couple places. I know where people are, and I have some gift bags for them. And so partway on the trip, and Dad says, we don't have time for this, and this is really stupid, and you shouldn't be giving away your money. And like she says, and so remember, powerful clarity. And she said, Dad, I got it. You're in my car, and we're gonna go drop these things off. She didn't blink an eye. She didn't question herself. She didn't buy into his old stuff. And you know what? He ended up having fun. She rolled up to a couple places and started handing them out. So, hey, quick, Dad, they got a couple dogs. He's like scrambling. So now he's getting in enthusiasm. This is a grumpy old guy. He was grumpy and he was an old guy. Suddenly getting resourceful and helpful. And he starts dropping these things over in her lap. And then someone comes up on the other side and he hands them out. And the stepmom's in the back just like, this is really cool, and whispering, she got him in a good mood. Thank you. And when they finished, the dad said, that was fun. That was a really good idea. You're smart. You're just like me. So maybe there's something like that that's in your little bag of tricks and in your creative mind. Just be yourself. Be your plan. Don't back down if someone criticizes. It's yours, okay? So what have we kind of talked about here? We're talking about mindset shifts. You are far too valuable to be sitting on the shelf. Yes, you're not the elf on the shelf, guys and gals. You're not going to wait around or pursue someone that isn't showing up for you in life your way, in the way that you want or you desire. You're not going to put yourself on the shelf because this particular holiday you're doing it solo. Step into your power. Get clear on what you want. Make this your focus, and the results are going to follow. We don't even know what the results are, but I can tell you, when you make that mindset shift, that you're too valuable to just sit on the shelf and wait around, good things are in your way. Coming your way. Prepare in advance. Huge, huge, huge. It's really important to be self-aware. And we want to know what are going to be some triggers, what are the things that bring us down, awkward moments, situations, family gatherings, maybe the actual holiday or office parties. We can plan for this. We're creative, we're smart, we're resourceful. So prepare in advance, and that happens with self-awareness. Big one. Boundaries. Set your boundaries, right? Your personal life is your business. Your personal choices of how you're going to spend the holidays or how you're not going to spend the holidays is your business. So there's no pressure to explain. You don't need to defend. In fact, I highly recommend that you don't get into explaining it away. Well, I was just going to do this, or, it's what I need to do because of this, and this. It's my business. I'm an adult. I know what I want. I'm going to do it. Just like my former client, cute client, just a sweet gal, that said, Dad, I already told you what we're going to do. You're in the car. So just go along for the ride. And guess what? Her clarity, her boundaries, her mindset shift had him actually having a nice Thanksgiving, right? And when you have these boundaries and when you have the mindset and when you've prepared, you don't need to avoid situations. You don't need to avoid events or people, because you'll have your boundaries in place. You'll understand what triggers, and you're going to have your replies, your responses practiced and ready to go. So that's part of the preparation. If you know there's certain things that people say, well, why aren't you doing this? Or, you're single again, or, how come you're going away? Do you need to come here? You'll have your replies practiced and ready to go. It'll be smooth. It'll fall off your tongue or the text or the email, whatever it might be. Okay. Couple of other quick tips. You can always, not always, but if you have a friend that's available, you can bring a friend to an event. Okay. You can skip an event. Yeah, skip, opt out, that doesn't bring you joy or breaks the budget or is just whatever, does not meet your needs. Break with traditions that don't feel good. That's part of being self-aware. If you don't like to do it, don't do it. You don't have to do it. If you have gravy and everyone says you have to put giblets in it and you don't like it, you don't want a turkey because you're vegetarian or vegan, don't do it. It's yours. Always, always, always stay grateful for yourself. Cherish yourself. Compliment yourself. Acknowledge it. So stay grateful for you because there's only one of you. And do something that you've always wanted to do. Why not? We're just here, right? It's just us. Who cares? Do something that you've always wanted to do, but maybe you felt held back. This year, this holiday, it's yours. And along that, something that you've always wanted to do, I'll tell you about one other of my clients. Oh God, it's a favorite one. I think I have envy, holiday envy. But this client that ended up with a pretty significant breakup called a divorce. All right. And they didn't want to just stay in the same house, bumping around. Space was empty. They had all these holiday traditions. They always went to church, for mass, and they always went here and they always went there. And that was shattered and gone. So you know what they did? We did some work together. We got some self-awareness, did some boundaries, got some clarity, kind of broke with the guilt of skipping church. I'm skipping this other family trip, going back to his folks as well. And he booked a luxury beach holiday. Yeah, all the bells and whistles, direct flight to a sunny, sandy, beautiful luxury hotel. They pampered themselves, just themselves. They didn't invite another family member or a friend to go along with it. No, I'm just going. They escaped everything. They did soul searching. They had a great time, slept in, swam, met tons and tons of nice people, had dinner alone, had dinner with new friends, and they came back strong. They came back very, very strong. It gave them the clarity of what they wanted out of their life. And you know what they wanted? They wanted to ditch the house, change careers, which were all doable, and stop waiting around. And they did all of that. And guess what? Not too long after that, they started dating the person that was going to be their future spouse, because they broke with all of their ruts and routines and traditions. So my holiday wish for you all is that you have a great holiday season. You see your singlehood as a strength and not a liability, and that you keep mindful of all the things that you bring to the table and all the things that you want, because it's you that gets to decide. So keep your comments coming. I love all of the wins. I love your questions. I'm getting back to each of you, as I can. But if I haven't got back to you right away, please send me a message and say, hey, Dr. Liz, I want some answers. I want to talk to you. If you want learn more about working with me, I'm there for you too. I've got some fantastic fun programs that can wind down the end of this year and start the next year. Anyway, take care. I'm wishing all of you an awesome, awesome holiday. I'd love to hear how it goes, how it went, and always stay in contact. Take care. Bye-bye.